Okay, so we just finished chapter 2, Echoes, and so we'll be moving on to episode 3. I don't know why I keep changing it from episode to chapter, whichever works for you. So, episode 3 is Silence, the choice of a true hunter, and that's a play on for the play on name of the next boss. So we shall do chapter 3-1, Clearing a Path. Okay, so obviously, this is just mainly based around clearing supplies. As you guys can see, this map is certainly not a doozy. It seems pretty easy and straightforward. Start from here, go down to the command post, which is straight ahead. Again, not too complicated and not too easy. Well, it's easy, but so obviously, if I move from here to here, this unit will probably move back down towards much more closer to the command post. I could easily, if I do it correctly, if I actually do it right, I should be able to just clear it out fairly quickly. Lost more resources. So we're literally just right next to the node, and so um, we should complete this fairly quickly. There's not much to say really for chapter 3. Chapter 3 is where you start getting the units for AR team, and so it's a good thing to start off with. AR team is actually a pretty good team. Why did he leave the command post? Wait, what? Okay, straight up just leaves command post. Okay, and so that chapter 3-1 is done. Oh. Just seeing that is just like damn. um, I can't really say much, obviously, but with how EN server is, or they're pretty much got spoiled quite a bit with story wise. So now we're gonna be moving on to 3-2, Intercepted Intelligence, if it was called that. Alright, so 3 dash. I honestly forgot the name of it now. 3-3? I think. So 3-3 is simple. One unit here, and then another unit here. So again, important to have two teams. It's really showing as you get to play more, get more action points, and so I'm going to leave my rifle team here, and move my main units across here. So since I'm moving up here, I don't really have to worry about capturing the command post. I feel like you should be seeing my mouse, but I disabled seeing my mouse, so it may sound like I'm kind of talking randomly. So mainly, uh, even if you don't capture the command post, but you capture the node in front of it, it will capture it for you if there is no enemy standing on top of it. But let it be known, it will still be captured for you for the turn, but if there's an enemy unit standing on top of that node, it will be recaptured the next turn. So it's important for you to take out the enemy on top of the node, but since it's the command post, we will capture it and it will be considered captured. So it's a weird mechanic and it's really hard to play around with because it's a lot more difficult compared to I don't know, it's hard for me to comprehend it, to be honest, because that's why I don't really like doing it. But since there's no marking the node next to it isn't captured, or the node that I'm standing on, but the one, oh god, it's really hard to explain it because I don't have the mouse showing. But the node to my right isn't captured either, so it will be an easy capture from here on turn 1, if I remember. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, then I'll capture the node. But at the moment, it seems like we might be able to capture it. It's a weird mechanic, and I can't really comprehend it because I feel like I have to stand on the node, but you don't have to stand on the node. But that happened. So again, it's interesting mechanic. I can't really, for as long as I've been playing, I still can't comprehend it. It still confuses me. So with that, we should have this. Oh, my voice just cracked. We should have this node captured, and now that's the end of chapter 3.3. Alright, so Intercepted Intelligence, I need to remember that because I was confused on which chapter I was on. So, yeah, pretty much, okay, we're on 3-2. I don't know why I said 3-3. So 3-3 is when we get M4A1. If I need, okay. Alright, game. If you guys haven't noticed, I'm doing this all in one go. I'm doing it, I stop recording and I immediately start up again. So pretty much that's pretty much what I've been doing. Get this out as soon as possible before Singularity comes out. Before I get lazy and not do anything. So 3-3 is Covert Reinforcement. Okay, so this one is mainly fending off a bunch of enemies from this rendezvous point, which is our command post, and pretty much this one really implies on having 2 units. I mean, you could try with one, but I'm still not sure which one's the faster route here, as the one above me takes me to 3 enemies, the other one takes me to 1, so I'll just go with the one standing there. So that's the reason why I have a B on this map, is because I just rushed it and just wanted to get it over with. I might try my best to get an S on this map, and ignore that I was cracking my fingers because I've been sitting here for about an hour and a half or so. Well, which is why I've been trying to rush through this. The bosses later on get much more easier to reach. So the one for chapter 3 will be actually much easier compared to the others, as it's just a straight line, and chapter 4 is pretty much the same concept, it's just a straight line. So you will see. I love the fact that they all started yelling the same thing at the same time. Not the same thing, started yelling all at the same time. So for this one, I think I need to defeat 8 enemies in 4 turns. Yeah, see. So within 4 turns, I need to defeat 8 enemies. So this one, it's a bit trickier. So I'll move this one here. I'll move Echelon 4 down here to deal with this enemy. And if things go according to plan, which they usually don't whenever I record, again, if things goes according to plan, I should be able to get the 8 if I need it. So I'll move them back here, resupply, and then I'll move my other unit a bit more, since now I have more action points. And if that diner gate, oh wait, okay, I forgot this map has endless spawns. Forgot about that. Okay. I might be able to do this then, since I don't have to worry about killing all of the units now. I'll just have my rifle team run around and make sure to kill everything. But the tricky part now is that I need to adapt to this. I kind of don't want to get an S now. Okay, so I can move at unit 4 down and then back up, but I'm just wasting my turns. So my best approach here, if I want to get the kills, I don't even know how many I've killed so far, to be honest. I think I killed 3. So I'll probably just capture the nodes, since I already have. I'd rather not waste time here. So even though I kind of wasted a minute pondering on what I should do, and plus the capture is kind of blocking my my kill count. So besides that, chapter 3-3 isn't too challenging if you want to avoid it and go through it and get a B like how I did. You don't really have to worry about much. But really, I would recommend 3 units, but doing it 2 is possible, but it's really dependent on where those units will be. Okay, I have no idea what I was talking. Oh wow, I got a better score now. Wonderful. Other than that, it shouldn't be too hard. Through 4. So okay, so this is when you actually get soap mod. I don't know why I kept thinking you get M4A1 at 3-3, but you actually get soap mod on 3-3, and then you get M4A1 after chapter 2. I think I could be wrong because it's been a while since I've actually acquired them. So this is an interesting map again. We have one unit up top that will automatically capture the node if we don't deal with him, as well as the matter of fact we have another unit in front of us that will also capture the node. So since the fact that he doesn't have a node captured, I'll move my main unit forward and then deploy the rifle team. The rifle team makes it much more easier for me to really comprehend on what's going on because the unit above us won't be capturing that node anytime soon because he will be moving down and towards the command post. And since the command post is protected, obviously, we don't have to worry about it being captured. And so the weirdest part here is that teleport, or he could prove me wrong and not go after me, or go towards the command post. Interesting enough. So we have 3, so we could easily just cap it now. I don't know why it made me go through there. Weird. Yeah, okay, okay, that teleport screwed with me because I thought it was part of the trail. But, yeah, I don't like it when they have it too close to the trail. And so, pretty much that's 3-3. Oh, was it? No, 3-4. Shoot, I don't even know what chapter I'm on now. But we'll capture the node from here, and so that pretty much concludes this chapter, and then we'll move on to 3- whatever we were on. Because for God's sakes, I don't even remember. Even then, I'm still getting confused on which one we still need to get. Because with Soap Mod 2, it was 3-3, 2-6 for M4A1. Okay, so we are pretty much closing in on the end of chapter 3. If I am correct, I forget which one were we on. I think we're okay. So 3-5 is the Swift Counterattack. I'm gonna double check with the. I think it was we just did Defensive Operations. If we did Defensive Operations, then yep, this is definitely Defensive Operations. Let me skip that. Go back. Okay, just double checking because again, I'm flying through this so quickly that I forget which chapter I'm on. Okay, so this one, oh boy, this one looks like a headache, but in reality, you can cheese it like this. Um, Again, this one, there's not much to really say about this. Just simple 1, 2, 3, or you won't go, and then that's it. Command post is there's a lot of levels like these that is super quick and easy if you actually pay attention to it, and sometimes if you don't pay attention to it, it will be a living hell for you to realize that you could do this. And I got AK-47. Interesting enough. What a rare drop. But that's pretty much to this mission. 3-5 is in. Is it 3-5? I don't. Shoot. So by the end of chapter 3, we will get one more member from AR team to join us. And then I think by the time we're done with chapter 3, I think my second and third echelon should be ready to be deployed. And I still need to do a bit of enhancements on 2 of the units on that team, but that's for another time. Super fast, super easy. It wouldn't be too hard, but for beginners it will definitely be quite a challenge. Alright, so obviously AR-15 got captured, trying to delay Hunter from, coming in. So here's the final chapter, 3-6, no hunting, and I need to enhance my DDoS. God damn it. Why does this always happen? This 10 slot that I got was not useful at all. If you guys noticed, you guys probably thinking, why do I keep all of these if I'm not using them? Well, once I get more echelons or more units, I'm actually going to be making use of a majority of them. I might use Spaz for my shotgun MG team, while I'll be using Rib for my other team that I have in mind. But at the moment, they will stay there for a while. I do have K11 as well, Um, I have her mainly for once I decide to make a grenade team, but the grenade team's probably going to happen once I hit a not what once I hit once I get a few more grenade uh, units. Alright, so chapter 3-6 Hunter's battle is pretty easy. Hunter herself with beginner teams, it's not a good thing to do this method, but you can risk it. But you mainly don't need to deploy a unit on the last node over there. The main purpose for this is that you only need four, uh, 4 action points to do so, but since you need to have a unit on the command post over here to actually start the mission, it's best for you to have it as close as possible. So as you can see, if I do that, it kind of messes it up, but it seems like whenever you do this command, they try their best to take up as much nodes as possible. So I did not mean to do that, but now I can just do this, set up the lineup, and then go straight to Hunter. Um, you could take the outside route if you don't want to. If you want to reserve as much health as you have, as you can. And so, what is that? Hold on, wait, what was that? I, to be honest, I never used CMS on my CN account when I had her. So this is actually my first time actually seeing her do this, but I don't know if that was actually her or well, I don't know what that is. I honestly don't know what that is. It might be from the fairy now that I think about it. But yeah. So of course, Hunter is a very interesting boss. She before when she's at a very low health, she will send out a barrage that will instantly destroy you if you're not careful. But she also does hit hard. But again, overpowered. It's a whole different story. You could literally just cheese her and she doesn't really do much damage to you. Anyways, so that's Hunter. Hunter is fairly interesting to go up against. I do like her design, but having to fight her was a bit difficult when you're starting. Uh, Mainly through chapter not one, 2 through 4 is probably the hardest ones if you're a beginner. Alright, so that concludes chapter 3. Um, again, Hunter is quite a doozy for beginners because you don't have the proper equipment, the proper T-dolls and all that. But you'll get through it, obviously. So anyways, in that concludes chapter 3. We'll be moving on to chapter 4 as soon as possible. We're getting closer, but once we reach chapter 5, I'll be dealing with chapter 0. So chapter 0 is interesting. It's before everything happened, and you get more backstory about what's going on. Some of their maps are easy, some of them are actually quite difficult, but there's no emergency or night battles to it. It's just plain backstory for what's to come. So anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you want me to do something special for Girls Frontline instead of just going through the story and then calling it quits, if you want me to do the emergency levels as well as the night battles, feel free to tell me and I will do it once I go through the base story, and then I'll go back to going through the emergency levels. I will be doing the rerun events that they will be releasing. They released Arctic Warfare, and I know for a fact the next one will be Operation Cube, and then Deep Dive. So anyways, if you want to be up to date with what I'm doing, I have my social medias in the description, as well as they're linked onto my account, onto my actual channel. And obviously, hope you guys enjoy, and as always, hope you guys have a great day.